Hi, welcome. Simon here and hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be doing a screen replacement on an iPhone 11 Pro Max. As you can see that the bottom left corner here has a cracked screen, and I'll be replacing with the full assembly, pre-installed, pre-made the iPhone 11 Pro Max screen here. So let me walk you through step by step from start to the end. And the first thing you need to have is a Pentalobe P2 screwdriver, which is the 0.8. That is a tiny little tip here to remove the two screws at the very bottom of your phone. So let's go ahead and remove the two screws. That's one of them. And here comes the second one. Once you have removed the two screws, make sure you put the screws on the side. We're going to need that later on at the end of the video. The next step is to get yourself a metal prying tool. I'll be using this metal prying tool to stick it underneath the phone to kind of get a good grip of it. So as you can see that I'm separating the screen right about this much here, and I'll be cutting through the adhesive. So the phone is a water resistant, meaning that the dust and water will try to not get into the phone. So there is a little seal, and this seal is preventing the dust and the water to get in. So using the metal prying tool here is to cut the adhesive and separate the phone apart. Okay, so I just cut all the way all around the phone, and that's how it is. Once you have cut the adhesive tape, which is what I'm trying to show you here. So this is the adhesive tape that prevents the dust or the water to get in, and it has it all around the phone. As you can see, all that is still left on the phone. Okay, so the phone here is open from the left to right, and right now I'm holding at the 90-degree angle. Alright, while you're holding at the 90-degree angle, the next step is to get yourself a Pry screwdriver, or that little Y-shaped screwdriver here, and the size of it is 0.6. We are going to remove the two screws. Alright, once you have removed the two screws, remove the bracket, and we are going to use a plastic prying tool to disconnect the battery. So the battery is on this side. And that would disconnect the battery. Once you have disconnected the battery, come back here again with the same screwdriver. We are going to remove all the screws. The screws are not the same sizes, so make sure you are not matching the screw while you're unscrewing them. Make sure you lay it down on the table so that you know how to put it back afterwards. So I have removed 6 screws, and the next is to remove the bracket. And after that, we're going to disconnect some of the cables. So the first one would be the ear speaker, that proximity sensor speaker here on the front. The second one would comes down to this cable for the screen, and the third one will be underneath that. And there you go. So there are only 3 cables that we got disconnected. Now the next step, what we want to do is to transfer the ear speaker, right? This is the proximity sensor, the speaker, over to that new screen. So what we're going to do is, using the same screwdriver, we're going to remove this tiny little screw here. And get yourself a Phillips screwdriver. and we just remove the two screws. As you can see that the new screen here does not come with the bracket. Some of them they do, some of them they don't, but I like to transfer the original bracket over to the new screen. To do that, I'm just going to use my prying tool, duck all the way underneath, and remove it all together in one entire piece. As you can see, I just dug it all the way underneath and removed the entire bracket with that proximity sensor altogether. At this point, what you can do is you can just transfer it to the new screen. Simple like that, and just align them according to the screws. Okay, once you have them aligned in the right position, all you have to do is to get yourself a Phillips screwdriver and screw that 2 screws back together. Alright, once you have done that process, do not forget the tiny little screw here, and that is for the the top left corner, which is on this side. Alright, there you go. You have just transferred the entire proximity sensor over to the new screen. So the next step is to put them all back together. As you remember that the proximity sensor's cable would have to go on the further to your top or further to the right, however you look at it. Alright, just stick it back in. They're just like Lego. Once you align them in a position, you can just push it down and they will snap back in together. Alright, and the final one would be at the very bottom here. Once you have installed all the 3 cables, do not forget that metal bracket. We are going to put them back together so that it would hold all that flex cable in the tight position. Align them, make sure that it is aligned in the right position, sitting it properly. And now I'm going to find the screwdriver and have all the screw put back together. Alright, once you have all the screws are back in, go ahead and reconnect the battery and just push it back in. They are kind of like Lego again. Make sure you just align them in a position and then you press it down. Do not force the cable to go in, just gently press it down and that should do it. Now there are 2 tiny little screws holding down to the battery. Make sure that you have them installed and do not forget the bracket. Alright, once you have done with all that process, now the next step is to make sure that you align that the front, you have these 3 little metal, you want to align them in the top. You want to crunch it down from the top first, and then work your way around the corner, gently press it down, and then until everything is stick back all together. Go ahead and start powering on the phone. While the phone is turning on, do not forget to put the 2 screws here back together. This is the Pentalog P2 or the 0.8 screwdriver. That is the size of that screw, and make sure it's going all the way back in. Alright, I hope this video is helpful. If you do find the video is helpful, please go ahead and click the like and share, and subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Alright, so that was just a text message that just came in from the phone. The phone is powering up, and it is working just fine. So I just want to make sure that that I walk you through the process from start to the end. And again, if you're not sure where to buy the tools from, meaning like the prying tool, the tools, right? Please check the link in the description below. I'll link them and direct you to either Amazon or eBay, where you can find a replacement screen as well as the tool for this repair. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye now.